name is Chris Johnson, and I think I know everybody in here, and I think everybody in here knows just about everybody. Um, so I don't think we need to make any introductions as we normally do, unless somebody said there's somebody in here I don't know. That being the case, we're going to go ahead and get started with our March meeting. For board members, you were sent a copy of the February 18 meeting minutes. And so if you have not had an opportunity to, please take a look at them now. If you have, then certainly I will accept a motion concerning those minutes from February 18.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion has been made by Mr. Ryan Downs and properly seconded by Mr. Scott Roundtree to accept the meeting minutes from February 18th. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposers, nay. The ayes have it. Item 2B, approve request from Amidris LLC, or AMIDRIS LLC. I had it right? Okay. To purchase the land bank parcels located at 1105, 1103, and 1101 13th Avenue for consideration of single-family housing. Ms. Beasley.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am representing Amidris LLC today, and they are looking to again purchase 1101, 1103, and 1105 13th Avenue. They are looking to build 3 single-family homes. I believe there are renderings of them in your packet. They do have building experience. They recently built 1232 Swine Quintet Boulevard in November of 2025, and it was rented in July of 2025. So they do have experience building. And yes, they're looking to expand, and they're looking to contribute to the GIC initiative and making sure quality housing continues to go into that.
So speaking of GIC, I'm glad you said that. Good afternoon. For those of you who don't know, I think just about everybody does, but for those of you who don't know, GIC is the Georgia Initiative for Community Housing. It is a program that the city of Augusta is a participant in, with the purpose of GIC being to learn and to benchmark with other communities throughout Georgia to help revitalize cities and or neighborhoods. In our case, neighborhood, and that this Turpin Hill South neighborhood. That portion is bounded by Turpin Street on the north, Olive Road on the south, Old Savannah Road on the east, and MLK on the west. One of the things that one of the commitments that I made both as a tax commissioner and as a chairman of the Land Bank Authority is to not allow sales in that area until such time that we had a chance to formulate a plan, unless of course it were something that was going to benefit the community as is. So for example, affordable housing. That being the case, now I'm going back to these particular properties. The houses that are going to be built there, what are those going to be? Are those market rate houses?
They would be technically market rate, but the market rate in that area is still considered affordable housing.
Okay.
So these are not going to necessarily be, they're not going to be striving for a $270,000 sale. That's not what they're looking for. Yeah, that's not what they're looking for. Also, the area doesn't support that.
That's right.
The area will support at market rate max if everything goes perfectly 220. But these are slightly on the smaller side of things. So they'll probably be more like 190, 200.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was clear. I was crystal clear.
Okay.
But they are aware that even if things were to change, that the area does not support 260, 270, it just doesn't support it. And they're not gonna try and make it be the new comp on the block to become that.
Board members, questions, comments?
Mr. Chair. I'd just like to point the board's attention in their application to page 5 of their information submitted, not 5 of our application from the back. One of the reasons that we have the application that we do is to ensure that applicants review all aspects of the project site. You have the opportunity to see rendered photos of the lots from an aerial view, as well as a rendering from the front. But it is in a 100-year inundated FEMA floodplain. They note that in the application, so we want to make sure the board is aware that the client knows that they're going to have to do water mitigation when it comes to how that storm water is going to be handled. In addition to, they also have to elevate that slab just based on what I'm seeing from a front rendering.
Yes.
So that they can make sure they're not dealing with that. And then on the client side, when they sell, they are going to have mandatory flood insurance. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Ms. Beasley, you are aware of that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Questions, comments?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made by Mr. Scott Roundtree and properly seconded by Ms. Karen Gordon to approve the purchase of land bank parcels by Amidris LLC, properties located at 1105, 1103, and 1101 13th Avenue. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposers, nay. The ayes have it. Item 2C, approve request from Mercado Estates LLC, purchase land bank parcels located at 1584 Holly Street and 216 Carroll Road for construction of single-family housing. Ms. Jones.
1 second.
If I pronounce Mercado, if that mispronunciation, I apologize.
Yeah, yes, it's a little slow with me today. So in your package, you'll see an application for Mercado Estates LLC. They're looking to purchase 1584 Holly Street and 216 Carroll Road. 216 Carroll Road is on our excess property list, which will be attached to the packet. They are looking to make both of these primary residences, let's say inside of them, so they're not looking to rent or sell these properties to another party. With 1584 Holly, which I'm trying to pull up.
So they're gonna live in these two.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
With 1584 Holly, it is a skinny lot. So I advise them before they turn in their deposit to go and talk to the planning and development department, because it is big enough to be zoned R1D and build housing on it. But it's currently zoned R1C. They did go talk to planning and they were told that they will be able to get it rezoned should all their plans come in correctly. So I'm waiting on that to pull up.
Sorry. There we go.
If I can call your attention to the price sheet on the back, they did pay their deposit at our new fee, and they submitted that deposit already. They negotiated at $1,200 at 2,000. No, $1,200 on 216 Carroll Road because it's on our excess list. So they negotiated from $3,790 to $1,200, and then on 1584 they negotiated $2,000 from the $3,500. 1584 Holly, which is right here, does have a pretty big demo wing that we did ask to be extinguished. Without that wing, our typical asking price would be the $15,000 plus the $1,790 do it closing, which would be $22,290. Their offer is $18,200, so just a little under $4,000 off. Staff is recommending approval. Have this right here, she is representing the
So I want just to make sure I understand, they've already deposited $15,000,
Yes, that's correct.
and the remaining balance would be $3,200.
Yes,
For a
if you
total
accept
of
their offer, yes.
Gotcha. For a total of $18,200.
Yes, that's correct.
Questions, comments?
Yeah, they're on the other end of Holly, closer to Rexboro Road. This is the backside by, Sue Reynolds.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been properly made by Ms. Karen Gordon and properly seconded by Mr. Shabate Bassett to accept the request from Ocado Estates to purchase the land bank properties located at 1584 Holly Street and 216 Carroll Road, for the price of $18,200. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposers, nay. Mr. Manton, I need to make a correction on our first motion. We did not include the price on the ones for 2B. That total cost was $10,800. What do I need to do to make that correction?
You can just make a motion to amend the motion
Okay,
on 2B to include the sale price of $10,800.
so moved.
You just need unanimous consent to amend it.
Okay, motion has been made by Chris Johnson and seconded by Mr. Scott Roundtree to amend the motion made on item 2B to include the cost of $10,800. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposers, nay. The ayes have it. Item 2D,
Did we ever finalize the vote on 2C?
we didn't,
We didn't do the whole name.
okay, I'm sorry. Opposers, nay. All right, the ayes have it. I got excited, I'm sorry. Item 2D, approve request from Casa Ventures LLC to purchase land bank parcel located at 3032 Brighton Street for construction of single-family housing. Mr. Edwards.
Yes, sir. So land bank worked with a previous applicant in order to do a foreclosure of this property. We concluded that in September of 2022. There were some difficulties with that transaction in that the structure, which was approved for acquisition for rehabilitation, was demolished. And the applicant, after a great period of time, elected not to close on the vacant lot and changed the rehabilitation project to a new construction project. Luckily, Casa Ventures had acquired a property in the same area and was very interested in this lot and submitted an application. I'll allow Ingrid to be able to speak to the project she's got going now, if she would like to give any comments.
Yes, so by now, if you guys notice, the one in red is the one that we are applying to acquire. 2 lots to the north, that is 3020 East, that is the one we just acquired, and that is the one we're gonna be starting to build later next month. Therefore, when we saw this empty lot and we found out that it was from the land bank, we found this a good opportunity for you guys.
Staff is recommending approval, being that Casa is already in the area, they're familiar with doing new construction, they're currently under it. It's a lot in transaction that we have not been able to sell to that previous applicant, so we took a property in that we're now holding in inventory with insurance and maintenance costs that we can unload. In addition to that, she's already run comps for the area, knowing what her costs are gonna be as well as her sales price, and they make sense for her to be able to do this additional acquisition, which is why we're justifying our recommendation to the board for a reduced price on the assessed value. You'll also notice that there is a demolition lien against the property coming out of that previous application. So we're asking the board if they would, as part of their motion, to forgive that lien.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion has been made by Mr. Ryan Downs and properly seconded by Ms. Karen Gordon to accept the request from Casa Ventures to purchase the land bank property located at 3032 Brighton Street for the cost of $15,000. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposers, nay. The ayes have it. Item 3A, update on foreclosures and donations. Attorney Mann.
Not really much to update from the last meeting. But we do have a hearing date, for the 12 pending foreclosures in March, all the way up to 5, so those should move smoothly and have those ready to be sold in that.
We do have a new member, and I'm going to allow our member, Mr. Vassar, to elaborate. The Board of Commissioners and the mayor have chosen a new planning and development director. She has not reported yet, but certainly we will be talking to her. And I will tell you that my recommendation to her is going to be that she allows her deputy, Mr. Vassar, to continue to serve on the land bank. He has done a great job, and I know she's going to need some time to get her feet wet. But that is her choice, but certainly I'll be making that recommendation. Can you tell us a little bit about the young lady and her name?
Unfortunately, I don't really know much about it. I've been told her name is Lisa. I'm not really sure what her last name is.
Is it Williams?
Coleman, I believe.
Coleman.
Yeah, I haven't really got much information.
I understand.
Yeah, so, but I mean, we're looking forward to it. Kind of, you know, I'm gonna work with open arms. I know. That's
You know,
all.
Mr. Vassar has been able to carry the weight of that for some time.
Yeah.
And so we're going to certainly welcome her. And like I said, that's going to be my recommendations. Also, my understanding, I think I saw the email earlier, that our administrator is going to be assigning her or designate Ms. Maddie Stevens to be a member of the board, which was my recommendation to her as well. So that's some time ago. Again, the administrator has a lot of things to do, and so I don't blame her. As a matter of fact, I think it's wise on her part to have one of her able deputies to come in and be that designate. Scott and I are just, we're lifers, and so we either not smart enough or whatever it is. I think he and I just nosy as heck. We just want to know what's going on.
Time away that this piece might be intense.
Hey, I can tell you it is. But at any rate, is there anything else, Attorney Matt? Did we miss anything?
No, I think we touched base on, the only thing is Brighton Street, we just put on the record, I can't remember if we did that in February. There's a refund, the original.
Yeah, so we had the conversation with that applicant. I spoke to her as recently as yesterday for the few words she let me actually get in. But we'll make sure that everything is processed. We're waiting to hear from her if she wants to pick it up or once it's sent certified. She didn't want to give an answer to that at the end of our conversation, so we'll continue to follow up because we do need to give her money back.
All right. If there's nothing, Ms. Jones, did we miss anything?
No.
Mr. Edwards?
Only a consideration of your calendar. I don't know if you'll be renting houses for masters starting on the 6th. Our meeting is currently scheduled for the 1st. You won't have new planning director until Monday the 6th. You won't have designee available on the 1st.
Okay.
So you may want to think about moving that meeting, and I don't know if that means going all the way to the week of the 13th or not. We'll start the legwork, of course, to.
When does gig start portion? That's 14?
Yes, hold on, let me triple check that. Yeah, that's next month. 14th through the 16th.
So that 13th, which would be the date, right, if we pushed it out?
If you go back the week after Masters, but if you're gone the 14th, 15th.
Okay, so let me ask this question. Who's available board members for Wednesday the 8th?
That's during Masters.
That's during Masters, which is our normal meeting would be, right? No,
I'm sure it would have been the first.
Wednesday the 1st. Who's available for Wednesday the 1st?
Okay, y'all.
Okay, so we good. We're gonna keep it as is. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, you ladies, the meeting is adjourned. You ladies and gentlemen, have a good remainder of your day.
Me too.